A lot of people are talking about this new 911 hybrid that Porsche announced, and people seem a little surprised that Porsche would do a hybrid powertrain in a 911. But not me, no way. I saw this coming years ago when Porsche actually built a 911 hybrid in 2010. Yes, you heard correctly. Porsche built and raced a hybrid 911 over 14 years ago. Oh, and it wasn't just a regular 911 either. It was actually a GT3. Porsche made their intentions very clear with the hybrid GT3 back then, that hybrid technology was coming and the racetrack was the best place to test it. Let me show you a short clip from the promo video that Porsche released back then.
Nobody expected this. There was no advance notice. There were no empty promises. There is no turning back. 2010 marked the dawn of motorsport's future. With the 911 GT3R hybrid. But that is not enough for us.
I'll include the rest of the Porsche product video too, so be sure to watch until the end of the video if you want to see that for a glimpse into how they were thinking about and planning for hybrid technology way back in 2010. Now, granted, this GT3 hybrid system wasn't a battery-powered system, it was actually a flywheel. But figuring that out still would have helped them in blending together multiple sources of power into an experience that was drivable, engaging, and fast. Hybrid technology has made its way into a bunch of Porsche models. There's been a hybrid Cayenne, a hybrid Panamera, and of course the insane 918 Spider. And one thing that you have to remember about Porsche and the 911, they have been evolving the 911 for over 60 years. And throughout that time, Porsche has made each generation better and better so that the typical 911 buyer is compelled to upgrade. Trading in your 911 for a new model has always been a core part of their sales strategy, and they've become exceedingly good at this. And if you read stories from 911 owners in magazines like Porsche's Panorama, you'll hear many of them recount how they traded in a previous 911 on a new one. Part of this is because even though 911s are special cars, a lot of people over the years daily drove them and treated them like normal cars. I'll include a link to my video explaining why so many 911s have high mileage. So trading in on the new model, especially if it was faster, more powerful, more luxurious, was kind of a normal thing to do. The irony is that even though Porsche was really good at making sure their new 911s were always enticing enough for the past owners to upgrade, sometimes it was a trap. Hindsight is 2020, and as time passes, many owners were nostalgic about their old short wheelbase 911, or their old air-cooled 993, or their naturally aspirated 991, even though the new models were, by all the specs and data, better and quicker cars. So will the 992 hybrid be better enough to lure current 911 owners to upgrade? Its performance figures seem to say so. It's 8.7 seconds faster than the previous 992 around the Nürburgring. And one of the quotes from the press release said, "We have more grip, significantly more power, and the spontaneous response of the performance hybrid is a great advantage." And hybrid technologies, when used as a torque-filling performance enhancer, can be really fun. I remember driving a friend's BMW 3 Series active hybrid, and it felt like way more car than it actually was. I really enjoyed it. And then there were the three hypercars, the holy trinity, if you will, the LaFerrari, the McLaren P1, and the Porsche 918, that all used hybrid technology to boost performance. One of the biggest competitors to the 911 here in the US is actually the Corvette, and that's always been a rivalry, both in terms of sales and on the racetrack. And Corvette already has a hybrid E-Ray out, so this new 992 hybrid is a direct competitor to that car. Porsche, in their truly Porsche way, plan to use hybrid technology, possibly the technology from Rimac, which they are part owner, to add power and cut emissions. Knowing Porsche, their extensive testing focused on getting the driving experience right, not trying to win a fuel mileage challenge against a Prius. So yeah, what do you think about the new 911 Hybrid? Let me know in the comments. Are you a current 911 owner? Would you consider trading it in for a hybrid 911? And if you enjoyed this video, please check out my other video where I ask the question, why aren't there any electric sports cars yet? Thanks for watching.
This 911 GT3 is something very special, for it is one of the first modern hybrids from Porsche. Back in 1900, Ferdinand Porsche developed the first car ever with a hybrid drive. In 2010, the automobile manufacturer returned to the hybrid motor, this time to develop it for racing. The result was the 911 GT3R Hybrid with a 480 horsepower flat 6 rear engine, plus two 81 horsepower electric motors that drive the front wheels. An unusual feature of this system is that it works without a battery. Brake energy is recovered in a flywheel accumulator, which stores it as rotational energy as it accelerates to around 40,000 RPM. When needed, this energy can deliver a boost to the front axle. The car has a longer range and needs fewer stops at the pump. This is a major step toward drive systems of the future. The GT3R Hybrid enjoyed its greatest success with an overall win in its class at the 2011 endurance race on the Nürburgring.